Let's take a look at the boat. The hull is a RC sailing yacht with two sails which help propel the boat with the help of wind. Even though it's a sailing yacht, it has a propeller and a small DC motor which is very helpful in low wind conditions and if you want to get the boat back to the shore. This is how the electronics are placed at the center of the boat away from any water contact. The boat is primarily powered by a LiPo battery which is kept charged all the time with these solar panels. Let's power it up. This is the initialization sequence of the boat. It lets you check for the proper operation of all the servos and the main DC motor. So this is how the circuits are placed inside. We can see the KL25Z Freedom board, and besides it is a switching regulator and servo driver circuit combined board. We can see the Zigbee module, the ultrasonic module. The ultrasonic module here is specially modified for our requirement. The big servo that we are seeing with a large shaft controls the sails. The DC motor we are seeing drives the propeller. We have a combined circuit of a GPS and a MEMS sensor board. The MEMS sensor board contains a gyroscope, compass, an accelerometer and a barometric pressure sensor. We can also see the small servo which drives the rudder. We also have a solar charger made by Freescale ICs and a motor driver circuit which we can't see in this pic as they are placed far inside. The solar power system consists of a solar panel, a charging circuit and a battery. As we can see, the panel is assembled by combining various solar panels and cells. It is capable of producing 17 volts output at optimum solar conditions and give 350 milliamperes of current. This gives us a 5-watt solar panel which is sufficient for the charger to keep slowly charging the batteries throughout the daylight period. Battery is a LiPo type 3-cell structure providing around 12 volts at 2200 milliamperes at fully charged state. The charger is developed around Freescale IC MC34673. 3 of these ICs are used which individually charge each cell of the battery, and it is operating in a standalone mode. The ultrasonic sensor we used here is a general type capable of sensing objects up to 200 cm distance. It serves two purposes. One is for obstacle avoidance and also for finding any floating objects on the water surface. It may send a signal of detection of the floating objects, such as a part of crashed airplane. We have removed the sensor out of the module and placed the module inside the hull to protect it from any water contact. There is a small servo which pans the ultrasonic sensor in 180 degrees angular plane. In autopilot mode, this sensor continuously sweeps for any obstacle before executing any movement such as turning, speeding up, etc. Here is the control and monitoring interface of the boat. It's a Windows Form application written in C#. It has a Google Map interface, some aviation based instruments, some slider bar indicating the position of the servos, also allowing to control it. It's communicating with the Zigbee Pro module with the boat. Let's power it up. This is the initialization sequence. Now we can see the interface in action. The GPS dot is blinking, indicating no GPS fix. You can see the controls of rudder, sail and ultrasonic servos. You can see the attitude instrument showing the pitch and roll angles of the boat. You can see the compass indicating heading. The Lathlon labels are empty, showing no GPS fix. Yeah. Now we have a GPS fix. The labels are indicating the Lathlon positions. and the dot stopped blinking. Now to program the boat, we just have to put a point on a GPS and start the autopilot. The boat will go into autopilot mode and keep heading towards the destination point. Now we can't really test the autopilot here when the boat is still. The compass here can be calibrated also. The calibrate button there. Let's see the whole system in action now, part by part, starting with the attitude control. Attitude control is based on the gyroscope and accelerometer, which provides very accurate reading of the roll and pitch angles of the boat. As the boat platform is always moving and susceptible to the various vibrations, it is required to use the gyroscope along with the accelerometer. We can also see the compass is tilt compensated here and is independent of rolling and tilting of the boat platform and always shows the correct heading. This is how we manually control the boat from the control interface. We can see the DC motor in action here, which we have referred as engine. You can see the rudder in action. The sails. This is how we get to know the position of the sails. It is a very important feature of this platform as we are not using any wind sensor here. The position of the sails helps navigating and sailing the boat through the wind. We have attached the main sail to a 10K pot, which is then connected to an ADC of Freedom board. The ultrasonic sensor. We have set the ultrasonic sensor to detect distances below 35 centimeters here as per our application. Let's get into some water action. We are here at a nearby Talao. The sea conditions are not good at this time because of the monsoon. So we are shooting here at the Talao. We have tied a rope at the back of the boat for safety reasons just in case. You can see the wind over the Talao is not as good as of the sea. So we got to use the engine, that is the propeller and DC motor, from time to time. We have also run the boat without the sails, with the help of engine only. She seems to be running fine.